guys, this is just a super quick video, like a filler video if you will, just to come and show you what we did yesterday in the gel plate printing session. Well, it's yesterday for you guys, but for me it's not, because I did all that at the weekend. But yeah, so I'm just, like I said, going to show you. Right, so towards the end of the video I just dumped these back in the paint to pick up what was left on the plate, on the jelly plate. These are just book pages that I use on my glue book, so they're nicely covered. Yeah, I love the bubble wrap prints, so cool. I'll later up on them. These will be okay for collaging or whatever, using as journal cards. Yeah, that was one of the doilies I did manage to salvage that I went over. These two were my wipe off sheets. I didn't ruin that, but it was much better before I put the green on. This is where, if you remember in the video, I stuck the doilies on to see if I could get some prints and then ended up braying over it, didn't think, and kind of pretty much paint glued the doilies on and couldn't get them off. But, you know, we could still cut and do something with that, so that's cool. Also, I'm just thinking of turning over and using the back for the next session, because there will be another one. Yeah, I do actually quite like this one. It's nice and grungy now, but I kind of wish also that I hadn't put that last layer of green on, because it was got some awesome colours going on in the background. Although if I cut that there, that'd make a nice tag. Yeah, and then I can't remember if I showed that in the video or if that were after when I'd finished. I just plopped that on the back and well, I popped this onto the jelly plate and just took off, I think it was after, I can't remember anyway, but I just put that on the jelly plate and took off what was left, which I quite like that, because I figured if I use that as a page in anything, then at least the back is pretty as well. But yeah, so we have that too. And these are the prints that we did, and they are awesome. I don't know whether the lighting's going to show it properly or not, but you know, I used A3 paper because the jelly plate that I used, I'll say this now because obviously I remembered that, well, I remembered afterwards that I lost the first half of the video. Well, I didn't actually lose it, I just stupidly forgot to hit record. But the size of the jelly plate that I used was the, I think it's 12 by 14, I think. I have three. I have them in this. This is actually like a 12 by 12 bag, pouch, pocket thing, whatever, I don't know. It's for storing 12 by 12 cardstocking. I have my jelly plates in them, because I have three sizes. And they are all from gel press, sorry, my bag were going to fall over. So I have this small 6 by 6 inch one, then I have a 12 by 12 inch one, and then the one that I used for the video was the big, yes, 12 by 14 inch one. Where does it tell you? Oh, there, yeah, you can see it there, 12 by 14. This is the one that I used to do these. That's why I used A3 paper, because that's just perfect, because it gives me the full, not the full A3, but I've got a full A4, you know, I could cut that down to a good A4 sheet if I want to, which is perfect for journals. So yeah, just to let you know, like I said, I used the 12 by 14 and A3 paper, which is perfect because, you know, I've got loads left over when I cut it down to size. Cool. Sorry, just checking. So yeah, that was like, and they're all in order of when I did them. So that was the first one that I did. These are the kind of like little ones that I did in between when I did some of the kind of second pulls. I love this one, the bubble wrap one. That was the first bubble wrap print. We used the large bubble wrap. That was the actual jelly plate bubble wrap print. This one was when I had the bubble wrap over here to the side and I just put that on and did it as a roll off one. I love that one as well. That is super cool. Then we did the yellow one. I love how bright that is. I love the grunginess of that as well, but I love how bright it is. So yeah, that is just super cool as well. Then we did the doilies, where I laid them over and straight off print, straight pull. Yep, love that. That was after, and I think, honestly, I think this is probably one of my favourites. I just love that because you've got everything in there. You've got the doilies in there, you've got the bubble wrap in there, you've got bits of colours from the first print. Oh, it's just awesome. I love this one. I love it. Then we did the green one. Went a bit overboard with that one. I put too much paint on, so I used the envelopes to pick it up. I actually managed to get paint on the acetate window, but that will wash off, wipe off even. But I think next time I play, I'll tone these down with some white or something. Then we did the smaller bubble wrap and the green after I lifted the excess off on these. Yeah, which is cool. And I love how you've got the like different marks that the brayer made as well, and you can still see the bubble wrap coming through, so that's cool. This was my wipe off print, my wipe off sheet that I had over here whilst I was doing these green ones and the bubble wrap, the green and the orangey ones. So yeah, this was really cool. That actually a piece of paper stuck to that, and when I lifted it off it pulled a bit of it, but I like that. And then yeah, when I used the small bubble wrap, I put it over here. When I used the small bubble wrap to do this, I put the bubble wrap over here, and then I used that, I turned that over and went over it to get a print on the other side, which was cool. I love that too. And then at the end of the video I had another play with the blue paint that was on the plate, and I got, you know, some more bubble wrap and stuff. I love all these lines and marks and everything on there. That is just so cool. Yeah, I had another play with a couple of other prints after being on camera with you guys. I did these off camera, just what was left on the plate. When I was cleaning the plate off, I just put loads of white paint on it and then took off some prints. I love this one. Really, really love these last ones. And then there you go, I just stuck some more white paint on top there, what was left, and picked it up. That was basically that was actually quite cool. That, like I said, I put some more white paint on and then tried to pull off as much as I could of what was left on the plate, trying to clean the plate without washing it. This, if you can see here, there's quite like whitewash, not whitewash, but almost like water staining marks on it. Oops, I'm trying to get it up without dropping the print. Yeah, you can see like almost watery. That's because I sprayed the gel plate with water, what was left on it. I spritzed it with my water spray, and then I rolled over it, used the brayer to go over it, and then I just, like I said, put that on that way and then just mopped it up that way. So actually spraying your paint with water on your gel plate gives a really cool effect. But yeah, and that's it, guys. So there you go, we've got some really awesome prints and stuff, and I can't wait to have another play. The one thing, I was quite worried about how much drying space I had for papers and stuff, because yes, I've got quite a big desk space in here now, but it's still small, and I was quite worried about, well, it's all right doing gel plates, but you end up with loads and loads and loads of papers. Where am I going to stack them? But each print that you pull is practically, not completely, but each time you pull a print, it's practically dry already. So what I did were, I have here an old, well, I say an old, it's not old, it's new actually. I have a bath mat. Yeah, it's textured, but I'm not really fussed about that. I got a new one because our old one were old. This one we put in the bath and it will not, for some reason, stick. So when we have it in the bath, it slides all over the place. It's too dangerous to have in the bath. I don't know why it won't suction or anything. I really don't know. So what I did, I put this underneath my desk, because we've got carpet. I've got carpet in here. I put this under the desk, and then I was just laying the sheets on top. No, not specifically to get a pattern or anything, but also so that the prints weren't on the carpet direct, and yeah, so, and then this were quite easier to clean afterwards. But yeah, so I just laid that underneath my desk, because obviously that's extra space. So I laid that underneath my desk, and then every time I pulled a print, I just kind of, I didn't layer it directly on top, but I kind of had them like that, side by side, and then the next one kind of went just off to one side, and then that one went off to that side, that one off to that side, and so on, and kind of did it like that. And yeah, it worked really well, and also mainly because I really weren't bothered about getting paint on the underside of the prints either, so that worked really well if you're not bothered about some of the paint transferring to the, I mean, apart from the ones that you're doing deliberately, when you just layer them, if you're not bothered about some of the paint from the one below it transferring to the one underneath, well, the one above it, that's fine, you know, that's a good way of doing it, layering them up that way. But yeah, so anyway, like I said, short but sweet and a bonus. But yeah, so there you go, guys. Them's what we got, and I can't wait to have another play this weekend. So yeah, I'll have some more videos next week. Anyway, take care, guys, stay safe, and I will see you all soon.